Let's make sure this is good. Is it going? Oh. Alright, we're rolling, baby. Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. Today, we got a good one for you guys. We got the OUXI V8 e-bike right here. And they said they were sending out a mini bike, but it looks like, from the top of the box, it looks like it's going to be a full-size bike. So we're going to see how it compares up to the Red Star and the High Keep, which you guys both know that has been on the channel multiple times. So we're going to see how it performs while riding on the road and off-road. But before we get into riding, we have to build it. So let's get to the unboxing. Alright guys, we got the box open here, and you guys can tell it's very tight in here. So let's get this bike out and see how it looks like when it's out of the box. Looks like we got a tire pump right here already. Yeah, it's definitely a tire pump. So like we got all a bunch of different nozzles. Looks like a nice seat cover so far. Looks like the regular stock tires that all bikes come with. Let's get this thing out of the box. Alright guys, we're just making it easy for us, and boom. Now we have full access to the bike. Now we're just drag it out onto the cardboard here and see what it looks like once all the styrofoam is off. We got most of the styrofoam off, as you can see, and my first impressions is this bike looks way better than I thought. I love the seat cover on it, nice and textured. The battery looks way better than I thought, bigger than I thought it was going to be. And it has outlined OUXI, however you want to pronounce it. We're gonna have to see how big that battery is. But before we start building this bike, let's see what's in these three boxes that we got with the bike also. Alright, we're just gonna do this box first since it's already partially open. So let's see what's in it. We have the pedals that we're going to need to screw on. We have passenger peg, which is actually really cool. We have the charger for the bike. This is a really nice smooth charger. Looks pretty cool. This thing charges output of 54.6 volts at 2 amp hour battery rate. Let's cut into these other boxes. Let's see what they hold. See what's in this box. This box looks like it's just the headlight. This headlight looks pretty cool. I like the gate design on it. Very clear right now. I wonder how bright it's going to be. It looks like just your natural 3-pin plug-in with the horn on the back. So there is a horn on this bike. Alright, let's see what's in this box. This side just fully came undone. This is the back seat of the bike right here. The back rack. And then you put the seat on top of it. Just like that. Boom. And then you have your passenger seat just like that. You have zip ties and the bolts and washers you need, and you have these two extra bolts, which I don't know what they're used for yet, so we'll have to look at the user manual. Let's look at what this user manual says for that seat. It looks like they do a pretty good job on telling you all the different things you need to know about the bike. Assembly instructions. Here we go. There's the bike. You take it out. There's the fender. It looks like they put on the headlight before they put on the front tire. Now, they do everything before they put on the front tire. I'm just going to be putting on the handlebars, and then I'm going to put on the front tire. Looks like they don't give us instructions on how to put on the rear seat. So hopefully it's pretty simple, or they have a YouTube video on it. So I'm not seeing anything about it on here. Put it on this handlebars, and then we'll put on this front tire.
Celebrating when you make it, now they say congratulations. I've been riding, I've been rolling on this road for a long time. I've been out here getting on my own for a long time. How you supposed to get it in this world if you don't try? If you want the greatness, it's gonna take you a long time.
We got the handlebars on, and the stem right here was flipped around, so I had to unscrew this, pull this off, flip it around, and screw it back on before I was able to actually put on the handlebars. But now we have the handlebars on, so let's get this front tire on so we can actually move this thing. We got the battery charging in the other room while we put this together, so when I'm done putting this together, we can go ride it and test it out. While this battery is charging, let's look how much amp hours it is. It is 15 amp hours on the dot. So this thing is the same battery as the High Keep, but 5 amps lower than the Red Star. Alright, we got the front tire on, and this thing is definitely not a mini bike. This thing sits tall and will fit the taller riders. So if you're 5'10", 6 foot, 6'2", this thing is definitely meant for you. I mean, I'm 5'10", and like there's barely any bend in the knees at all when I sit on this thing. The seat is super comfortable, a lot of cushion, and the brakes are actually really well. So let's finish putting this bike together. We still gotta put the pedals on, and I don't know if I'm gonna put the rear seat on because I kind of like how it looks without the rear seat. The handlebars feel amazing actually. And then this bike will be fully put together, and then all we have to do is go test out how it does. Now while we are still talking about this bike is a 750 watt motor, the same as the High-Keep, but I don't know what the peak is. I think it means the peak is 750 watts, so we will have to see what the top speed is on this bike. All right, the bike is fully done now, and let's see what it all has for us. First, let's go over the keys. You get these 2 keys for the bike and 2 keys for the battery. These are pretty cool. Every time you hit a button, it honks, and it's pretty loud, so you can lock it if someone moves your bike backwards. It starts beeping, and you should be able to tell. It comes with the same screen as the Ridstar, as you can see, and a half twist throttle that gets the bike up to 31 miles an hour. It comes with a 15 amp hour battery and a 750 watt motor. It comes with cable disc brakes and a Shimoda gear shifter if you want to pedal. It has a nice headlight and the 23-inch standard moped bike tires.
Huh?
It has turn signals, a headlight, and these buttons. It also has a horn. That horn gets me off guard every time. It has a nice tail light with a reflector underneath the tail light. Every time you hit the brakes, it does go off with the turn signals. So now we know what's all on this bike. Let's get to riding and see how it feels. The first thing that I notice when I'm riding this bike is how the handlebars are. It makes you sit up straight. It's a very tall bike. It makes you feel very tall. So like when turning, it just like kind of auto corrects itself because you're just sitting so tall. It just wants to keep the center of mass like straight up and down. It doesn't like turning sideways. So if you are a taller rider and you want to get a bike, this will be a great bike for you. Now, since it is a 750 watt motor, you won't think it feels powerful, but it gets you up to speed pretty quick actually. Like faster than you would think. So it is pretty nice. And these tires, unlike the High-Keep and the Ridstar, these tires are way quieter stock than the other bikes did. Now the thing is, I have realized with this screen is the battery side. The battery side is unbelievable. Like it says we're already down to, I don't know, 3/4 of our battery, but if you click on the battery check itself, it's still at full percentage. So I don't know why it does that. Now with these cable brakes, they are a standard brakes. So this is your front brake and this is your back brake. So if you want to switch them, so this is your back brake and this is your front brake, all you have to do is take the little cable and the ball at the end and switch it over to this side. It shouldn't be that hard, and if you guys want a tutorial on how to do that, make sure you drop it down in the comments so we can make a tutorial on how to do that. For example, look, I'm accelerating and it says I'm at half battery when I know I'm at full battery. So I don't know why it does the battery sag. But since we're on a nice open flat road, those brakes stop you pretty good. Since now we're on an open flat road, let's see what the acceleration is and the actual top speed is. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not pedaling, so I'm not hoping the acceleration at all. There's 20. 25. And there's 30. And 31.2. When you're not going uphill and you're going downhill and it hits 31.2, it feels like you can give it like a little more to hit like 33, 34 miles an hour. So I wonder why they cap it off at 31.2. You're also getting, and I forgot about this when I was going over the bike, you get nice front shocks and a nice back shock, which is under the seat. So you can't see it when I look behind me. But these front shocks, they absorb a lot. Do we even have back shocks?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
On this bumpy road, there's a bump every couple feet, you can't really feel it. This bike's kind of fun going side to side with, because it just like corrects itself, so it's kind of fun. But if you are getting this bike, I don't know if I went over this or not, but this thing was flipped around, so this end was going down and it was like tucked in back here, so it could save more room. So I had to unscrew this and take it off and flip it around and put it back on. And then put the handlebars on, which these handlebars look cool because it connects right there and it's not connected to the shocks at all. And it has like these two things and it sits way higher than like a regular bar. So it doesn't feel like you're reaching for them down low, and like you can actually sit up straight and feel good while riding this bike. Now when you do turn on the turn signals here, it doesn't show up on the screen, so you would have to look behind you to see if your turn signals are on or make sure it's in the middle. And same thing with the headlight. For the headlight, you don't know if it's on from the screen. You just have to look over here at the switch and make sure it's off. While we are going into very strong wind here, it's not able to maintain its speed, so that is a downside about it. But besides that, there's only been positives on this. While we're just in a regular neighborhood on an open road, let's see what each mode gives us. So mode 0, of course, it's nothing, and you just have to pedal like a traditional bike like this. Mode 1 gets us to 8.8 miles an hour. Mode 2, I'm gonna catch up to this. Mode 2 gets us about 13.5 miles an hour. The mode 3 gets us to 18.5 miles an hour. Then mode 4, I'm saying 26. 23.4, I was way off. And then mode 5 gets us to 31.2. So it's not bad mode, some pretty good choices. The horn is pretty loud, but not loud at the same time. So it's a friendly horn. So like if you're on the bike trail or a walking trail and you have to honk at people so they can let you by, you go, it will definitely get their attention. It also comes with all these warning stickers on how to properly charge the bike, what to do before riding the bike, so you can get the longest life out of this bike so nothing gets messed up. Now, I don't know what the headlight looks like. I'm gonna just have to wait until it gets dark and see how it looks like at night. But what I've seen just in my garage is it's a decently bright. It's not over bright, but it's decently bright. So, all right, guys. I'm guessing all you guys have seen about our Razor short and what we're about to do with the Razor. Drop it down in the comments. What colorway do you want to see with the Razor? Do you want to see the red and black build like we've been doing? Or do you want to see a new color like a black and white or a blue and black build just like Skidsy's E-Box, something like that? So drop it down in the comments on what colorway you guys would think would look best on the Razor. I love to have this seat over the high keep or the Red Star seat because it's just so comfortable. These tires look way more beefy than the tires that come stock with the Red Star or the Hike. So I wonder why they did it like that. If it's cheaper like that or if it's more expensive to get these like beefier tires. Who knows? It probably looks beefier, but they're terrible quality. That front shock was working there. You can hear it. A front shock makes a little noise. A back shock would be really nice, but that's still the only downside of this bike. I have zero other complaints about it. With these tires, you can take turns tight. And plus the bike is like wants to help you go up straight, so you don't have to worry about like overturning, because the bike just kind of like helps you go up straight, so it can't make you go lean that far. Took that turn at 28 and didn't even go to the grass. Wow, I'm impressed. I don't even feel scared one bit. Like on the high keep, I would be slowing down. On this turn, I am. Complete trust in these tires. Front shock does do really good well in like cushioning these bumps. So, and then if you just run your back tire like 9-10 psi like I am right now, the bumps aren't that bad because the back tire just kind of cushions it for you also. I'm not going to trust me to wheelie this thing. This is the back brake. Like that's full back brake. That's not enough to save me if I go past my balance point. So I'm not going to even try to wheelie this thing. But I feel like it has the power to do it, or the torque at least. It has good low end torque, but as soon as you get past like, I don't know, 10 miles an hour, that torque does lose very like fast. Like right now, the torque is very mediocre, but like that's full front back brake. Front brake is way better. Oh, where am I going? I can keep going straight here. See, we'll do only front brake, and then we'll do only back brake next time I brake. So like, look, this is only front brake. Way better. Stops me way faster, so that's a plus. But we'll get back up to speed here, and 25, and hit the back brake. This is as far as I can squeeze in. Yeah, that's way worse than the front brake. AP running. She running, she a truck star. He's running away when he gets old. He was trying to run away. What was that scream? He was trying to run away.
Oh, hell no!
I hope the microphone picked up on that. Wow. That sounded like someone was dying. It was over there somewhere. See, but like once you get past 15 miles an hour, the torque is very underwhelming. Torque from 0 to 10 miles an hour is pretty good. I mean, it's not that much, but it's definitely there. You can definitely feel it. But we're gonna go over to go get Skidsy, and we're gonna see what the acceleration is like with compared to the Red Star, and see if it's any different from the Red Star. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got Skidsy here on his blue Red Star, and we're gonna compare the accelerations of this bike and the Red Star to see if which one accelerates faster, but I'm guessing the Red Stars accelerate faster since it's a 1500 watt motor instead of 750. Go. I'm not pedaling because he doesn't have pedals, so yeah, he's dusting me. I'm full throttle and I'm at 20. I just reached 25, but I am also on 0.5%, so, and just now reached 30 while he's probably at 33. All right, so we've went over the unboxing of this bike. We went over the top speed. We went over what you get with the bike and what it comes with the boxes and the passenger seat. We've gone over everything on this bike but the headlight. So we just have to wait until dark to see how the headlight holds up or how bright the headlight is. All right, that is it on this video. So see you guys next time. Peace.